figure, two circles intersect each other at point A and E. Their common secant through E intersect the circles at point B and D. This is a common secant through E intersect the circles at point B and D. The tangents, these are the two tangents of the circles at point B and D. Their tangents at point B and D intersect each other at point C. Okay, the point intersect at point C. Prove that A, B, C, D is cyclic. Okay, so for this, see, these are the two circles. This is a common tangent through E at B and D. That tangent, this is a secant. This is a secant through E. They intersect the circle at B and D. And these are two tangents of a circle. They intersect at point C. For this, first we have to draw segment AB, AE and AD. Okay, for this, first we'll draw, this is here, they intersect, two circles intersect, that we have to join these points. Draw segment AB, AE, AE and AD. Okay, so we'll write here, draw segment AB, segment AE and segment AD. Okay, now see, this is here in this is secant and this is tangent. No, see, this is secant and this is tangent. This is an angle. Okay, this is a tangent and secant makes an angle here. So therefore angle, this is a AE, they intersect each other, and this line is A and E is a point where two circles intersect each other. Okay, therefore EBC, this angle is equal to this angle BAE. See, this secant and tangent, they makes an angle. This angle is equal to angle BAE. Similarly, angle EDC, this angle is equal to angle DAE, this angle, because tangent secant angle theorem says. No, do you remember that? This tangent secant angle theorem says angle EBC, this angle is equal to angle BAE, and EDC, this angle is equal to angle DAE. That will write angle EBC, EBC equal to angle BAE, BAE. Let this equation number 1. Similarly, angle EDC, angle EDC equal to angle EDC, angle this is equal to DAE, DAE. This is equation number 2. This is because tangent secant angle theorem. Okay, now we have to take this triangle BDC or BCD. In this triangle, we know the sum of angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Therefore, angle BDC plus BCD plus CBD is 180 degree. No, that will write here in triangle. Means actually what we have to prove quadrilateral ABCD is cyclic. We have to prove. So see, we have to prove a pair of angle. We have to show that it's a supplementary. Then we can say that by converse of cyclic quadrilateral theorem, we can say that quadrilateral ABCD is a cyclic. No, in that way we have to prove. For that, first we'll write in this in triangle BCD angle BDC plus BDC, angle BDC and DBC, okay, then angle BCD, D, B and C has to come now. B, C, D. B, C, D. See, middle alphabet denotes angle. One D and another B and C is 180 degree. Because this is because sum of angles of a triangle sum of angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Okay. Now see, angle BCD is here. So angle BDC, BDC, this angle, see, the first one is angle BDC. We can write EDC. No, same angle, BDC or EDC, because BEDs are collinear points. We can write EDC also. Instead of writing BDC, instead we can write EDC also. Okay, so because they are collinear points, so we can write, instead of writing BDC, we can write EDC, EDC, therefore, plus DBC, DBC, we can write EBC. No, same angle, EBC, EBC, plus angle BCD. This is because we'll write here B, E, D are collinear points. Okay. Now here in this EDC, see here EDC is, we can write, instead of writing C, this is, instead of writing EDC, EDC is DAE. Therefore angle DAE, DAE plus EBC, EBC, we can write BAE. Means EBC equal to BAE, no? So instead of EBC, we can write BAE. Then comes BCD, angle BCD. Here DAE, see, here in this DAE plus BAE means what? See, DAE and BAE means BAD, no? See, these two. Okay, DAE and BAE means BAD, no? BAD. Therefore angle BAD, this plus angle BCD. So BAD, see, don't forget to write this 180 degree. You have to write this. See, from here, no, we have, see, this is also 180 degree and here also 180 degree. I forgot to write. Don't forget to write 180 degree, so that you cannot prove. Now you can prove that, see, angle BAD plus BCD, this angle and this angle, opposite angles of a quadrilateral, are supplementary. So that we can now say that quadrilateral ABCD is a cyclic. Okay. See, this is BAD plus BCD is 180 degree. Here you can write angles addition postulate. Okay, angles addition postulate. Therefore quadrilateral ABCD is cyclic. This is by converse of cyclic quadrilateral theorem. Converse of cyclic quadrilateral theorem. Okay, it's the converse of cyclic quadrilateral theorem. You can say that quadrilateral ABCD is a cyclic. Okay, and here also write from equation 1 and 2. From equation 1 and 2. Okay, this is this is equation from 1 and 2. So from where we wrote this? See, this is, we wrote from equation 1 and 2. Okay, while going through, you should know from where it comes. Okay, so question number 25. In this figure, segment AD perpendicular to side BC, segment BE perpendicular to side AC, and segment CF perpendicular to side AB. Point O is the orthocenter. Prove that point O is the incenter of triangle DEF. DEF, that we have to construct. Okay, see, in this figure, first we'll write the given. Okay, first we'll write given. Easy to write given, no? So first write given, that is segment AD perpendicular to side BC, and segment BE perpendicular to side AC, and segment CF perpendicular to side AB. Okay, now to prove point O is the incenter of triangle DEF. Then construction we have to do. Construction means we have to draw EF, DF and DE. That is DEF. We have to draw triangle DEF. Okay. First we'll not, at this moment we'll not do. First we'll write the proof. After some time we'll do the construction. Okay. See, we have to see in this figure, AD is perpendicular to segment AD is perpendicular to side BC, segment BE perpendicular to side AC, and segment BF is perpendicular to side AB. Okay. Now we have to prove that point O is the orthocenter. Orthocenter means what? This orthocenter is a point where all three altitudes intersect each other, and this point is called orthocenter. Altitude means all three perpendicular lines, they intersect at this point, and this is O is the orthocenter. Okay. Prove that point O is the incenter of triangle DEF. Incenter means what? Incenter is the point where the internal bisectors of triangle, they intersect at point O. Internal bisectors of a triangle are intersect at point O. That is called incenter, that bisector. Okay. Internal angle bisector. Okay. Internal angle bisector, they intersect at point O. So therefore O, we have to prove that point O is the incenter of triangle DEF. For that, first we'll write proof. See in this, see angle BFC equal to angle BEC. Both are 90 degree. No, this is from 1. See here, we wrote here given. For the proof also we'll write here, because we need this throughout problem. Okay. So for first proof we'll write the given segment AD perpendicular to side BC, then segment BE perpendicular to side AC, and segment CF perpendicular to side AB, and this equation number 1. Okay. Now we'll write angle BFC. See this angle BFC equal to angle BEC, because both are 90 degree. Okay. Angle BFC equal to BEC. BEC is 90 degree. From where? From equation number 1. Because BE is perpendicular to AC, and segment AF is perpendicular to side AB. Therefore BFC is equal to BEC, that is 90 degree, from equation number 1. So, and now do you remember, see this is a 2 points B and C. There is a theorem. Okay. 2 points on a same line subtend equal angles at 2 distinct points, and which are lie on the same side of the line, then those 4 points are concyclic. Do you remember this statement? So due to that statement, we can say that BFEC is a concyclic. See, here's B and C are 2 points on a given line, and they subtend equal angles. No, this is both are 90 degree. That is BFC equal to BEC, 90 degree, and both are on the same side of this line. then these 4 points, that B, F, E, C, are concyclic. That statement we have to write here. Okay, so if we'll write the statement, if 2 points here in this B and C on a given line subtend equal angles at 2 distinct points, which lie on the same side of the line, then the 4 points are concyclic. Okay, 4 points are concyclic. Therefore, we'll write here points B, F, E and C are concyclic. Okay, they are concyclic. Now we will draw the construction, that we will draw triangle DEF. Okay, for that we have to draw EF, draw segment DF, and DE, segment DE, draw segment DE. Okay, write the construction now. Construction, draw segment EF, segment DF and segment DE. Okay, now in this, see angle, see here it is, points B, F, E, C are concyclic. B, F, E, C are concyclic. See, concyclic means what? Concyclic means all 4 points should be on the circumference of a circle. If you draw a circle like this, okay, this figure, let it be like this only. We'll draw another figure here. For a rough figure is ABC, given figure, given diagram. This is a perpendicular D. Okay, this is a perpendicular ABCD E, and this is perpendicular F. It's a rough diagram. Okay, F. Now we have to construct this. See, this we have constructed now. DEF. This triangle we have constructed now. So now see, if you draw, this is a concyclic. We have proved that point B, F, E, C are concyclic. If you draw a circle like this, the points should be on the vertex of the this should be on the circumference of a circle. No, then BFEC is called concyclic. So BFEC is a concyclic. Now angle FEB, this angle is equal to angle FCB, this angle. Why? Because see, FEB is a inscribed angle. See, this is a circle, okay, and this is inscribed angle. See, the vertex is on the circumference of a circle, and these two sides makes chords, okay, and FEB is the inscribed angle that intercepts arc FB. No, similarly, angle FCB is also inscribed angle and that intersects arc FB. Therefore, angle FEB is equal to angle FCB, because angles inscribed in the same arc are congruent. No, so therefore, understood? No, therefore we'll write here angle F. See, angle FEB. FEB is equal to angle FEB equal to FCB. FCB, because write the reason, angles inscribed in a same arc are congruent. Okay. See, this will be equation number 2. Okay, this is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. Now we have to take my pencil. See, now we have to take this. See, angle O, yeah, angle OEC is 90 degrees. Similarly, angle ODC is also 90 degrees. This is from where? This is from equation number 1, because they are perpendicular. No, OE, no, O is perpendicular to AC. Now here, from here, OEC, this is 90 degree, equal to ODC. We'll write that. Now, therefore, angle OEC is 90 degree, equal to angle ODC is 90 degree. This is from equation 1. From equation 1. Okay. Therefore, angle OEC plus same ODC, that makes 90 degree plus 90 degree, both. This is 90 degree, this is also 90 degree. OEC plus O, that is 90 degree, that is 180 degree. Means, see, in this this angle equal to this angle. Therefore, opposite angles are supplementary. No, 180 degree. Therefore, quadrilateral OECD is cyclic again. No. Therefore, quadrilateral OECD is cyclic. Okay. See, again now we'll draw here. See, here only we'll OECD is a cyclic. See, this quadrilateral means which quadrilateral comes. See, here again we'll draw one figure like this to understand in a better way. Again, see, this is A, B, C, D, and this is E, and this is F. No, and we have to constructed this D, E, F. No, now see, this is O center. See, now OECD is cyclic. See, this quadrilateral, see, that is what? See, OECD is cyclic. See, if we draw a circle, cyclic means what? All the vertices should be on the circumference of a circle. So, if you draw a circle like this, now which angles are congruent? Angle OED. This angle is congruent with angle OCD, because see, OEC, see, this angle is inscribed angle and intercepts arc here. This is a circle, no? Arc OD. Similarly, angle OCD, this angle is inscribed angle and it intercepts arc OD. Therefore, angle OED equal to angle OCD, because angles inscribed in a same arc are congruent. Okay. Here we'll write angle quadrilateral OECD is cyclic. This is because by converse, okay, by converse of cyclic quadrilateral theorem. Cyclic quadrilateral theorem. Okay. See, quadrilateral OECD is a cyclic by converse of cyclic quadrilateral theorem. Therefore, angle OED, this angle, in this angle is congruent with angle OCD, this angle, because see, if you draw like this circle, see, angle OED is inscribed angle. This intercepts this arc OD. Similarly, OCD also inscribed angle that intercepts arc OD. Therefore, we'll write here angle OED is equal to angle OCD. This is because angles inscribed in the same arc are congruent. Therefore angle OED equal to OCD here. OCD. See, OCD, same angle. We can write FCB. No, same angle. Instead of writing OCD, we can write FCB, but same angle, no, because FOC is a collinear points. Similarly, BDC is also collinear points, so that we can write FCB. Okay. Therefore, OED equal to, instead of writing OCD, FCB. Angle FCB. We write the reason also. FOC and BDC. These are collinear points. Let this be equation number 3. Okay. Now from equation 2 and 3. See, this is 3, and here, see, from equation number 2 and 3, see, equation number 2 is FEB equal to FCB, angle FEB equal to FCB, okay, and equation number 3 says FEB equal to FCB. Right hand sides are same, therefore left hand sides are same, so angle FEB equal to angle OED. Therefore angle FEB equal to angle OED, left hand side, okay, from 2 and 3. See, in this FEB, we can write FEO, same angle, okay. So instead of writing FEB, we can write FEO. Therefore, angle FEO equal to angle OED. See, FEO equal to angle OED. Okay. Therefore, we can say that, see, FEO equal to angle OED means bisector EO. EO is a bisector of angle triangle. This EFO. Okay. Therefore, EO is the bisector of angle FED. Similarly, we can prove that DO is the bisector of angle FDE, and similarly FO is also bisector of angle DFE. See, EO is the bisector of angle FED. Similarly, we can prove that FO is also bisector of FE, angle FED, and similarly DO, segment DO, is a bisector of angle FDE. No, in that way we can prove. So EO is the bisector of angle FED, and similarly FO is the bisector of EFD, angle EFD. Okay, and similarly DO is the bisector of angle FDE or EDF. Therefore, O is the point of intersection of angle bisectors of triangle DEF. Okay, O is the point of intersection of angle bisector of triangle DEF. Okay, therefore O is the incenter of triangle DEF. So in this way we can prove that O is the incenter of triangle DEF. Okay. So students, in this problem set 3 of circle chapter, the problem set 3 has got over. So if you want